Revelation Church, Testimonies, row 1, scene 1. Action. Like, so my name is Joette Esperance. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, but I live in Los Angeles, California now. So I found the Prophet Lovy when he went to some service in Atlanta. I've been following Pastor Jamal Bryant, and the move of God that I seen in him was the same move of God that my parents and my grandmother, like, when I seen them in service, that's the same God that I see, like, ministering throughout the service. So when I found a prophet, and he was saying that he's gonna go back to church in California, I'm like, wait, you here in California? I've been here for 5 years. I haven't seen a church that moves like that. So when I looked him up, and it was in Simi Valley, I didn't care if it was an hour and a half away from home. I'm getting there. So yeah, it's like my 4th time here.
Wow, I love it. So tonight was pretty powerful. God spoke through Prophet Lovy to you specifically. So can you tell us a little bit about what happened during service?
During service today was magnificent. God used Prophet Lovy to speak to me directly. And it's crazy because, like, coming here, ever since I seen the prophet move the first time, I've been coming here with expectation every time. But it's like, even the first 3-4 times I came here, I didn't get called. It wouldn't deter me. Like, I didn't lose faith and stuff. In fact, everybody that he was prophesying, I found a little bit of myself in everybody he would speak to, whenever he would speak to. So every time I went home, I felt complete, I felt whole, I felt like he spoke to me the way I needed to hear it and stuff. But today, this service, it was special because, like, God knew I needed a direct conversation, a direct word from him. So what did God do through Prophet Lovy? He came into overflow today, and I was just waving this one picture.
Lift your hands quickly. Okay, where's the picture you're showing me? I don't know why I'm prophesying off picture today, but this man, I'll minister to him. Okay, 2 people, I'll do this quickly because of time. I'll do this as fast as possible. Prophesy. The number one thing, when you showed me this whole thing, okay, this whole picture, God pointed me to this woman with glasses. God told me, don't pray for them. Them it's easy. The one we need to pray for is that one. Thank you, okay. God. Spiritually, the angel of the Lord held my hand, and I saw visions of God. When I saw visions of God, I saw this young lady was having some issues going on with her.
I was waving this one picture of my family. It's my entire family, because that's what I have. That's why I was coming here, for God to touch my family. I put everybody in, but really, I really needed prayer for my niece.
Let me pray for 2 people. This one is the most important. Even if I don't mention the other ones, this one is the most important. Yes. There is a spirit of death that has been following this niece of yours. Yes. The first thing that this spirit tried to do was to convince her to try and take her own life. And when she was trying to take her own life, God saved her from that. But this is what happened. After that experience, her mind was not the same again. As we are speaking right now, she started having mental breakdowns. Right. And the mental breakdowns continued. That I am seeing not too long ago, I saw them taking her to a hospital. And this hospital was not a normal hospital. It was a psychic hospital.
My sister had called me probably like 2 Wednesdays ago and had told me that she tried to commit suicide and stuff. And I'm not too accurate as to how, but it happened. She did try, and she was disappointed that it didn't work the next day. That's what my sister told me. And when I found out, me being like, these nieces are like my kids, so it's like finding out that totally broke me and stuff. I came to service the next day. I was waving that picture. I didn't get called, but I knew God was working. I just kept coming. I never lost faith. And today he called me out when he saw me waving. I was in the overflow room, and the crazy part is I was texting my mom. She knew I was coming, and she knew I was kind of like late. And me saying that I was late is me getting here at like 7:25. I usually come here early so I could get into the main sanctuary. So my mom was asking like, yo, you in the sanctuary? And I'm like, nah, I'm in the overflow. And she kind of was like laughing at me. She was like, yeah, I knew you was gonna get there. So I told her, I was like, I just care God allowed me to make it to his mountain. I don't care if I'm at the foot of the mountain or at the very top, as long as I'm in his atmosphere. And then she was like, amen. So it's like, this is just confirmation. So then now the prophet was talking about my niece and stuff. I found out 2 weeks ago that she was admitted into a psychiatric ward due to the attempt of suicide. Suicide don't run in my family. Demonic attacks don't run in my family. So I was telling my friends what happened with my niece and like what I'm in prayer with and why I felt so drained throughout the whole week and stuff. But I was telling them that last night while I was trying to go to sleep, at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm Haitian. So I don't know how, but I come from 3 generations of pastors. So when I listen to praise and worship, it would be in my native language, in Creole. YouTube took over, and it was like 25, 30 minutes of praise and worship from songs that my parents used to sing that I haven't heard in years. And as I'm sleeping or trying to sleep, I got pushed out of bed, like something pushed me out of bed. So I'm dancing last night, and as I'm dancing to the songs, that's why when Prophet was like, yo, I saw you dancing, I don't know what you do. And I just put my head down and I laughed because what the Prophet saw was me dancing last night.
I don't know what you do, but in my vision, just correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know what it is, but I saw you doing this. You know what I mean? I don't know what exactly that is, if it's arts, if it's dancing or what it is.
But while I was dancing and I'm thinking I'm praising God for what's going on in my life, my mouth just said Itana, my niece's name. And the crazy part is, as I was dancing and stuff, I heard a voice in my head was like, she's still in the psychiatric ward. Why are you dancing? And stuff. And then I'm not even gonna lie, I kept on dancing because another voice followed up and was just like, you dance, the dance will confuse them. So I was just like, nah, I'm gonna keep dancing because that's gonna be your confusion and stuff. And like this whole day, like, this is me texting my mom, and I was like, what did I tell you about David and his wife looking at him about last night? Everything. This is right before the prophet was about to call him, but I have confirmations of everything. So it's like 1 in the morning right now. I sent this text yesterday at 8 in the morning. I was like, crazy part about last night, before bed, my YouTube fell on praise melody songs. I ain't hear from the temple in mad long. Not gonna front, I was butt naked. Something pushed me out the bed to start dancing and celebrating. I had to throw on a robe on, and I just started thinking of the good things in my life. But out of my mouth, I said Itana, then ran across the room dancing and laughing. I could hear my mind saying it made no sense because she's still inside. But then I could hear praising while in it sends confusion. So it's like, this was yesterday at 8 in the morning, and then after that, 14, 16 hours later, I come to church, and the prophet calls out everything, and even did the dances I was doing last night. That's why I looked at him, and I was like, oh snap, prophet got moves. He got my moves. Like it's crazy. But it's deep. I'm like, it's crazy, but that's everything. Like, God is real. The prophet is real. God really uses. He's a man of God. I've seen it myself. I experienced it myself. God is real, and I can't wait to continue testifying because Etana's gonna come home.
But also for you, also there is a wicked cloud that needs to be removed from you.
God.
There is an evil spirit of limitation on you.
Thank you, God.
Anything you want to do doesn't work. You are just from negative to negative to negative to negative to negative.
He had talked about limitations in my life. I'm not gonna front. That has been something that I've been struggling with because of, I told you I'm really a filmmaker and stuff. Spent 5 years working at a television network, and then everybody knows being independent contractor, or a filmmaker, working for yourself is not the easiest. And post COVID, it's been super, super hard. But Prophet Lovy, Papa Lovy, like he addressed that. So I know that's gonna be lifted, and I know I'm gonna be back to testify.
But God is giving you a key that will unlock your destiny.
Amen.
But as I pray for you, this darkness that has been on you will be lifted.
For anybody that's going through any of the similar situations, whether it be family, whether it be like financial limitations or like work limitations, those are big problems, but your God is even bigger. Those are huge problems, but God is even bigger and stuff. He'll never leave you by yourself. I'm a testament today that you're not forgotten and stuff like that. And he remembers your name. He sees your situation. And you just got to be patient and stand still and let God be God. Anything outside of that is us trying to take control, trying to take the wheel. And that's not letting God be God. God wouldn't be God if he doesn't have a situation to be God in. So like, allow that situation to happen. Allow God to be God.
That's so good. So I want to ask you also, what would you say to Prophet Lovy?
I would say, Prophet Lovy, thank you. Wait, this camera right here. Prophet Lovy, thank you. You are truly a man of God. I have so much more I would like to say. I'm sure I'm gonna have a chance to say soon, but I pray that the work that you do and the blessings that you bless other people with, I pray God multiplies that by 10 to you. I pray that the miracles we might not know that you do in other people's lives, I pray that God intensifies that in you and stuff. I pray that the same way that you are standing in the gap for us, that God shows up for you in ways that we've never seen before, in ways that we never heard before. Thank you. Thank you.
And finally, one more question. So to God, who literally brought you here, who saw you dancing last night, who led you by the Spirit, and who just done everything for you in your life, what would you say to him?
Whatever you want from me, I'm here. Whatever you want to do, God, I want to thank you. To God be all glory. I want to thank you, and I can never repay you for what you've done, but I want to rededicate myself to you for what you've done, for saving my niece, saving my family, saving me. Here I am. Use me, Lord. Like, in any way, shape, or form, send me anyway. That's from the heart. Send me. Like, I thank you, but I know this is just the beginning. We got a lot more to do. And if God is not God, like, besides me, I'm gonna mess it up myself. So it's like, yeah, you just gotta be God. Like, continue God and continue being God, and I'll continue dancing for you. Like, for real.
He's so good.
He is. For real, for real. He definitely is. God is good. God is everything. God is everything.